This is a long one, so I'm just going to get into it. It's got a lot of pronouns in it. I hope that doesn't bother anybody.
It's just all the pronouns on this open mic.
It's called Not Another Bird Poem. In this country, it is believed that 62% of 9-year-olds believe in Santa Claus. At 9, the number tumbles as if on stilts, unabashedly. It is a little death, the first fluff of the sublime, to lose this figmentary pope, this conduit for sin and retribution doled out in licorice lumps. It gives way to winters to come. The story of our assassination takes place in 2003, somewhere the map is folded at its edges. The high temperature is 40 degrees, the sun dithering in the dishwater sky. There are footprints in the low hills going out of town, and we've awakened the Blue King to take the case, because all the other holidays were closed, and we had wondering to do. Interior, a house. The club is open, we discover, in patterned, delicate thought. Rain chitters on the hollow Wednesday afternoon like BBs on a stop sign. To be free of ingrown hairs, to glide along a lone fingernail, just to see what reports back. The scrapes at the edge of the deodorant stick, dotted stellarly along our waist, crinkle slowly into view, rested on a bed of plastic grass, behind translucent, what's the line? Behind translucent food dye-colored saran wrap, and each of my better angels sound asleep in the upper rooms. Then, lo and behold, here comes this fucking guy. He dances to the goal line through the mountain streams like a young bride, whistling in on the wind, the speed of his BO beating his greeting to our front door. His outfit is grade school colored mildew. His outfit is grade school colored mildew. Travelers, he says, how did the home gods find you? Not with water, after all, but fire. What is your paradise worth? A never-ending song? The movies for dinner again? Music waits, but not so long. The crowded darkness misses you. Beneath all this, he smells like what must be juniper berries. His shambolic feet, like veiny crocodiles, stumble in behind him, their gingerbread tongues waiting to fetch. Does snow not have an ambiance, he says? Are you coerced into being who you are? Would treasure otherwise squish out until you become toothless roots instead? At this he broke to spill lilac petals like wilted frost on our living feet. He stooped in silence, in the puddle, but held his bloodshot eyes aloft, his hairy hands beckoning for a resolution. So when I spoke for us. I have faint memories of Candy-Rama, I said, dusty and overflowing with pinwheels. I wonder about the mountains where music like breath is born, and about tears that twinkle like coins in some ancestral jar, collecting to a precipitous dome, waiting patiently to overflow. I wonder about the little shadows that dance across the, come and go across the highway too, how they dance, how they come home to me. It's New Year's Day again. Another one of you pecking the window pane, hoping we won't notice as it softly shatters, and you steal our sticks and straw for a home of your own. Nice try, pal. You haven't beaten me. Not this time. Not yet, anyways. The ceiling's peeling, sure. It's all beginning to spider. Not to mention the threshold amnesia. That's a real condition, by the way. Look it up. Not to mention that the band is on the field again. The disruptive element, the stampede of elephants, the tirade of mourners, still in some sort of daze. Become the traditional floating flowers, and you'll come wondering at us, wondering why we aren't so jovial, what we must be missing. The club is open. Ask away. He coughed, and all the windows went, and all the candles shut. Then, as if from a hot air balloon, he bellowed, on another bird poem. What makes you so incurious? I could be gardening. I could be seeking out rarer flocks than these. The beach is overwrought and beautiful, and I have seeds sown in my collar to tempt growth from my shoulders. I could be on a beach somewhere. Don't you understand? He stood to a crouch as he spoke, For as tired as he seemed, he only leaned on the sill, cradling all of a sudden a sebum-colored poo, believing at last that the bear won't be the one to leave. We've begun to wrinkle, I thought. The rain makes his garden soup, and he knows that. There's no escaping the tinny lectures on public address, advising on the finer points of slide whistles. They've come not to see us return, but to arrive. They're waiting for us in the trees. Hide, they'll find us. I know these screeches. They're neighbors to my ears. He won't understand the music of them, and I'll tell him so, I say. Really, I'll tell him so, but it's raining now. It's raining in the Allen key and all the boxes, and where to begin, I'm sure I don't know. I'm sure. Not another bird poem.